Revelation 5051. From the 28th of January 1951. Childship to God. Grace, power, suffering and love. To achieve childship to God requires great self-conquest and constant work on his soul, that is, constant control of his thoughts, speeches and deeds. The human being must strive for good from the heart and therefore also be completely in love. He must discard all bad characteristics, be pure and true in his whole being. He must remain in constant contact with me, otherwise he is without strength even though he has good will. He must constantly draw strength from me through loving activity or prayer, that is mental contact with me with the request for strength. You humans can achieve much on earth, but you must always be supported by my grace which, however, will never be withheld from you if only you desire it. Without grace you are weak, and without a request for strength you cannot receive it. Thus you must inevitably make contact with me, but then you can also be certain that you will receive strength in order to fulfill your task on earth. To educate yourselves to become children of God to whom all beatitudes are accessible in the spiritual kingdom. The childship to God is the highest degree of perfection you can attain on earth. Therefore it will also be understandable to you that this attainment of the degree of perfection necessitates an extremely difficult earthly life, and then many a fate of good, devout people will be explainable to you who have to suffer exceedingly during their earthly life. Love and suffering crystallizes the soul and makes it receptive to light. Love and suffering loosens the dense covering and spiritualizes the soul so that it can enter the spiritual kingdom completely carefree. A quiet earthly life free of suffering can never produce the degree of maturity which gives the right to childship to God, to the state which allows a direct dwelling in my nearness, a being able to create, as it were, with me and in my will in unlimited bliss. Earthly life is only short, and even if it were one of the most difficult and sorrowful, it nevertheless does not compare with that bliss which is part of the one who attains the degree of childship to God on earth. Yet again and again you should be told that you are only able to reach this degree with my support, with the impartation of grace and strength, and that you therefore always have to remain in contact with me, for without me you can do nothing. Amen.